Hello, and I'm Christopher Nayland, and this is going to be my self-reflection on the Decastro-Naylon Interview 3. So, uh, what are a few things that I did poorly first, and then second, I'll get into a few things that I think I did okay or well. First, what did I do poorly? One, the interview that you actually see is the culmination of 3 hours of me and my partner Carmelito being on camera and actually interviewing each other. That largely is my fault. um, at first, I missed that last paragraph in your instructions about it being a um, adamant or an adamant thing, not an inanimate thing. And I actually interviewed him for nearly an hour on his what was important to him as construction. I mean, he spoke about design and in construction and stuff. Um, it was a huge waste of both of our times. The second interview we started, I actually forgot to start or press the broadcasting button. So I interviewed him for another 45, 50 minutes on camera without it being recorded. That is one of my largest failures from our interview process. That was just, to be honest, it was a huge waste of both of our time and effort, and it looked bad. Um, the second thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that I keep saying and it even shows up currently while I'm doing my review of myself. Is really bad. If you sit here and ask a speech major like myself what speaking mechanics they do improperly in an interview or in anything else, I could sit here and bow for days. And another one. And I think that the third thing that I did poorly while we're interviewing each other is I don't know if I properly probed my interviewee. If you look at a lot of my questions, I did use a lot of weaving throughout, but I don't know if I used a proper practice of probing while asking questions. And I think that could have been due to a couple of reasons. Maybe one, because there's a few times during his interview where I interrupted him while he was speaking, and that is quite poor. I understand as an interviewer you need to be able to sit back and listen to what they're telling you so you can, I guess, get all of the information. And yeah, I think largely those are the things that I did poorly throughout my interviewing process. If I were to say a few things that I did well, if you watch my interview, I think I do a really good job at either nodding along or giving them positive reinforcement throughout their conversation so that they continue on their points. I said it previously, I think that I did a really good job weaving questions, listening to what they said and using it later on in a question. And also, I think I was able to actually do a decent job of getting my interview partner to talk. I think I have a decent ability at getting people to open up while speaking to me. Sometimes I can have the opposite problem where I struggle to open up to others, but I think I did a decent job having a conversation with Carmelito throughout our process. Other than that, I think that overall our conversation and interview process together went really well. If I were just to reiterate my points, I think that I wasted a lot of our time. I think that I had a lot of speech breaks where I said ums and stuff like that, which is poor. And there were a few points where I interrupted or didn't properly probe my interviewee. But I did do my weaving well. I did also listen to my interviewee well, and I think I was able to get him to open up and talk to me. So thank you for your time. This was my self reflection for interview 3. Thank you.